Hi, it's the Bright Queen, formerly or also known as Queen Sensitivity. Also, my name is Jabria. Today we'll be kind of in the dark because the lighting in this place sucks and I don't have a lamp and I'm probably not gonna get one. So we'll be shifting around. So if you don't know me, I go by Queen Sensitivity, but recently I've been called to go by the Bright Queen, and that's all we'll do now for the introduction. We'll get straight into the messages of 444. So I was guided to do angel number readings, and I was asking Spirit which one to do, and it was like all of them. So before we get started, I know I just said we're gonna start. Before we get started, please let me know in the comments which angel numbers you would like me to talk about next. For now, 44. You could be seeing as 44 or 444. So when you see this number, I feel like this number goes out to those doomsday preppers, people who are planning the worst, people who are constantly prepping for doomsday. You might see this number when you're overly anxious about something and you want to control the situation, so you find yourself working and doing all these material actions and physical things in order to prepare for it. So let's say, for example, you have a kid and when they get out of, I don't know, football practice, they'll need snacks. And so you go and you buy this snack, and then you also get this food, and then you worry the whole way there, like, oh, what if like they don't like this food? What if it's cold by the time it gets there? And so you do all these other things, or you drive fast to the practice, which just makes you more anxious. And then when you get there, they take a bite of the sandwich, they don't even care, they say thank you and walk away. Like, the message is for doomsday preppers if you've seen this number. The crystals associated with this number 44 is malachite and lapis lazuli. And I just want to say that these are all things that I picked up just now from Spirit, because I was like, where do I start? Like, what do I do? And Spirit just gave me list thing after thing to say. I'm not like a specialist in numerology in any way. This is just all the things that I received from Spirit for the angel number 44. So I have a piece of malachite here. This is what it looks like. Malachite is very easily broken. I used to have one single piece of malachite, but I could never carry it with me because it kept breaking. And so I also feel like and know that that's a message too. In my experience, malachite is a crystal that you want to have with you when you are undergoing transformation. And that's what I'm saying. The doomsday prepper energy is like you're transitioning into a space of more calm, into a space of more trust and faith in the universe. And so you'll see this number 44, and malachite is a crystal that I was called to associate with this number. It's a very masculine energy, in my opinion, and so is this malachite crystal. I do associate it with more masculine energy, but it's also very, like I said, it's very delicate. It breaks easily, so you have to take care of it. And so for this, I feel like the message is like, take care of your masculine self. Don't overwork your masculine self. Don't overwork the part of you that is connected to the material world. Don't overwork your body. Don't over exercise. Don't overeat. Don't undereat. Like, don't be so harsh on anything associated with the yang or yang, Y-N-G and the yin yang. Don't overwork it. It's still precious. Just because it's tough doesn't mean that you should just go throwing it around. I'm seeing in my mind like Hugh Jackman or all those movies where the woman like hits the man and like he's supposed to like just take it and not react to it, or it's not seen as domestic violence in movies when the woman or the girl is like punching the man because she's so upset at him. And I'm like, oh, that's not okay. Like, just because they might not hurt, or we're not supposed to think that they hurt, doesn't mean that it's okay to be hitting him at all in a movie or any other area. So I feel like that's the message coming with 44. Take care of your masculine self. Also lapis lazuli. So lapis lazuli is the one that I was told to get, and I couldn't find it, but I was like, I know I got it. And it was under this couch. It was hidden. Lapis lazuli is a crystal it's blue. It's associated with the throat chakra, and I was told that it's especially beneficial for women who are holding things back and need to speak up more in their lives, which can be a dangerous thing to do, can be a risky thing to do, but needs to be done nonetheless. So if you're saying angel number 44, you might also be having throat problems like itchy throat, or having difficulty speaking for a long time or speaking very loudly. I feel like the message with this is to speak the truth first to yourself. Tell yourself the truth. Admit what you want. Maybe you don't like this person no more that you've been talking to for a while. You just don't like them no more. You don't. Before, you don't have to like admit it to them immediately, obviously, but admit it to yourself. Like, I don't like them no more, or I don't want to do this anymore, or I don't like that person, or I actually really like this. Before I started this video, I was listening to the song I Like That by Janelle Monáe. Yeah, I think Janelle Monáe. And they were saying, like, I don't care if nobody else likes it. I like it. I like it. And I feel like that's what the number 44 is telling you in association with the lapis lazuli. Like, you like it. You like it, or you don't like it. And that's okay. You don't need nobody else to, like, back you up on it. Your word and what you say is enough. That being said, one of the cards that I was guided to pull is this card, Maya Angelou, from the Feminist Oracle deck by Lauren, what the hell her name is? Laura Callahan. Laura Callahan is the name. It says, creativity is a bottomless well. I also saw this video on Instagram before I started this video of this guy reading the lyrics of All Right by Victoria Monet. A lot of Monets. Maybe look up the meaning of that word. Victoria Monet in the voice of Maya Angelou. So again, there's that voice speaking your truth. And obviously the lyrics of the song All Right are more explicit, and you wouldn't have caught Maya Angelou saying such explicit lyrics in her time, in her day. But here this man was mimicking her demeanor, and it's like, it's okay to speak in a way that other people would not approve of if that's your truth. If that's how you feel, then stand on that, and that's okay. And more than anything, make sure that you admit it to yourself. Plant that seed of truth within yourself. And I know that that's why you're saying 44, and that'll also help clear up the throat chakra issues. Now, since we're kind of on the throat chakra and all the chakras, let's go on to amethyst. Amethyst is also a crystal that I would associate with the number 44, especially in terms of like the aftermath of the number 44, number 444. Because you are the doomsday preppers, because you are anxious, because you have fear of the past creeping up on you, of past scenarios playing out again. Like maybe in the past you did speak up and someone shot you down for it, or someone gaslit you over it, someone manipulated you over it. So you have this fear of it coming up again in the present day. Amethyst is a really good crystal that I felt called to talk about in this video, to help you with that, to help you remain calm. I'm hearing like shock therapy. Again, I'm not a therapist, so everything I'm saying from a spiritual perspective with my intuition. I'm hearing shock therapy, I'm hearing like exposure therapy. Like, you need to, like, the message is to keep, like, even though you're afraid, like, still try to expose yourself to these situations, just so your reality can prove to you that that's not the only way things can turn out. Even if it happens once or twice, you'll have at least 5 other experiences in this scenario where it didn't turn out the way that you were afraid of. And I just feel like also do like more soothing practices. Like 44 is saying, take a deep breath, breathe in and out. Maybe do some stretches. Maybe instead of rushing to, I don't know, the football game or something, like go into like a store and get you a sweet tea or get your favorite drink and just take like 5 minutes and just enjoy the drink. The anxiety can still be there. Like, it's okay that the anxiety is still there. You don't have to respond to it though, is what 44 is saying. So with these 3 crystals, we have malachite, lapis lazuli, and amethyst. I feel that these are all associated with the crown chakra, the third eye chakra, the throat chakra, and the heart chakra, which are all the upper chakras. And if you remember what I was saying earlier, these crystals, or the number 44, is associated, in my opinion, with overuse or becoming toxic with your own masculinity. This does not mean that you are a man or that you have to identify as a man. Everybody has both feminine and energies within them. This is coming from the abuse of the masculine energy. The masculine energy are usually associated with the lower chakras, again, in my opinion. And so with these highlighting the upper chakras, the number 44 is spirit or your guides or whomever you prefer or whoever it is, asking you, calling you to focus more on your upper chakras, become less grounded in a sense, become less material world based. And this is something that also came up recently in a message that I got and posted on Instagram, the Bright Queen's Decree, about time, about this fear of time or this pressure surrounding time. Time does not exist. Time is not real. You are an infinite, eternal, long living, forever living being of source consciousness. You do not die. You do not run out of time. And so it's easy, very easy to forget that and to believe otherwise when you get caught up in the lower chakras, when you get caught up in the 3D world, when you get caught up in the masculine material energy of this earthly plane, is how I'm hearing it called. You're being called with the number 44 to take a pause, take pauses, and to release and to really start digging into and pay attention to the magic of it all. The magic of it all. If you're seeing angel numbers, if you're saying 44, who the hell is sending them? It gotta be somebody that's sending them that's obviously not a physical living person. So if that's the case, that means that there is life beyond the body. There's life beyond the body. What does that mean? You cannot die. So whatever it is that you're worried about, whatever it is you're stressing about, whatever it is you feel that you're not enough, or judging yourself, or whatever it is, in the grand scheme of things, it don't matter, and it's not worth you losing your peace over. I'm hearing a huge emphasis. I'm hearing greatly to emphasize that this is not about getting rid of anxiety or kicking fear to the curb. You will face that mountain when it's time. When it's time for you to know how to release it for good, you will just know. You won't have to do this elaborate plan. This is about being in non-resistance, being in flow with the anxiety, saying, hey, I see you, I recognize you, I understand, taking that pause. I see what's happening. This is not actually a doomsday. This is me doomsday prepping because of anxiety. I see it. Just observe it. Just observe it. 44, the number is telling you, asking you, just observe the fear and anxiety. You don't have to give into it. Okay? So now we're going to talk about accompanying angel numbers that you might see with this angel number 44. What I mean by accompanying is, just because you don't see the number 44 don't mean that the number 44 ain't talking to you. You could also be seeing the angel numbers 1111 or sevens. You could be seeing 114 or 14 or 41 or 17 or 71 or 74 or 47. Things like that. That's what I mean by accompanying angel numbers, which I don't hear a lot of people talking about, is what I just heard to say. So what I'm saying with this, when you see these accompanying angel numbers, is your intuition is telling you something special that other people do not know about. Your intuition, when you see these accompanying angel numbers, all the ones I just said, is telling you that you are aware of something that the people around you are not aware of. And this could be probably because with this emphasis on the higher chakras, more of your gifts, more of your clairsentience, your claircognizance, more of your psychic abilities, psychic gifts are coming online. And it might make you feel lonely, like the odd man out, odd person out. It might make you feel crazy, like I said, isolated. The number 44 and these accompanying numbers are coming there to make you aware of what's happening, but also I feel like to comfort you and to tell you that you're not crazy. No, you're not crazy. What you're seeing, yes, you probably are the only person who noticed that this person that just came in, their aura is off. Or you might be the only person that noticed, oh, there's a dragonfly over there, and nobody else is paying attention to it. Or you might see a flash or a flicker, or you might have a sense of deja vu. These accompanying numbers that are coming with this energy of 44 are here to tell you, like, a little congratulations, a little, because you're waking up and becoming more activated, more alive, more aware of your true self, your higher self, which is also that association with speaking your truth, sharing from the heart, getting those insights from your third eye, and connecting more with your higher self, your spiritual self, with the crown chakra. Okay, so another song that I heard, and I'm hearing to get this card with it, let's just sit this here, I haven't seen it yet. Another song that I heard before I started this was Next to You, I believe, by Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga. And the caption was saying on a YouTube short, it was like, when you're $50,000 in debt, just call up Lady Gaga. And I was like, oh my gosh, Bruno Mars was in debt? I had no idea. Bruno Mars was so big with the Uptown Funk, and then it was just quiet for years, and now he comes out with, in my opinion, one of the best songs, if not the best song of the year. Have to leave room for Taylor Swift, but possibly the best song of the whole year they come out with. And so if you're seeing this number, angel number 44, you might be having financial issues. King. Here, King, look at that. I was talking about masculine energy and you got literally the King card. This is amazing because I didn't even see this number. I just saw 1704 on the timer. 17 was one of those accompanying angel numbers. So if you're seeing, oh, I feel so in alignment right now. If you're saying 44, you could also be having some financial issues or worried about financial stability, because the 4, in my opinion, is highly associated with stability in the home. You're stressed about, how am I going to continue this stability in the future? A lot of future planning for this number 44. The doomsday preppers, fear of the past appearing in the present, which is the future. All these things about time. I feel like the message is, if you're saying 44, like, is to look at Bruno, like, just because you were down and out, just because you're in debt, don't mean you still not the shit. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, what's the Beyonce lyric? It's like, when I need a hit, I just write another one. Just write another one. Like, you still got it in you. I also remember this quote that Michelle Obama quoted of Barack Obama in her book. And there's this dynamic of the male and the female, again, or feminine and divine masculine energy, where she was like, Barack, like, what are we gonna do about money? He was like, money? I'll just write another book. Just write another one. Just do it again. Like, think about that. Think in this kind of mindset when you see 4044. You could just, 444, you can just write another one. Just write another one. Sneeze on a beat and the beat can get sicker. Like, have this mentality. It's like tapping you back in. Maybe Bam by Jay-Z from the 444 album. Things like that. But maybe not so much. I'm not feeling too much of that. Okay? I think last but not least, we'll just pull one card from this deck, and that'll be your last message. By the way, this is from the Fairies deck by, I think, Eugene something, the Fairy Oracle deck. Yeah, I feel like I don't need to pull another card. I feel like that'll be the last message. Is like, more is less. Like, you don't need more. You don't need to go and get another degree necessarily, but if you feel called to, you can. But you don't need more. You already have you. There's that Taylor Swift line where she was like, he's got like my trophies, he's got like my masters to my songs, but I've got me. I'm the hit maker. I'm the one that did it all in the first place. I can do it again. You don't need more. You already have more than enough within you. That's the last message for now of 44. So please subscribe. Please leave a comment. Please like. Please share. Please repost if you resonated with any of these messages. Leave some blue hearts or green hearts in the comments, or purple hearts in the comments, and let me know which angel number you would like me to talk about next. Bye.